What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another sexy video. And today we'll be covering House of the Dragon episode 3. It just aired and I just finished the episode maybe like 10-15 minutes ago of this recording, and I gotta say, holy shit. The basic theme is essentially that episode takes place 2 years following episode 2, and so both Alicent's and Viserys, they had a kid named Aegon. Now you got a lot of people like, Otto Hightower and a lot of like the Lannisters. They're trying to urge the king to maybe make Aegon the new heir and not so much Rhaenyra's, because she's a girl and no one likes that here. You really have a sense and a feeling of isolation for the character of Rhaenyra, because here she is trying her best to appease her father, and at the same time, even though her father is pretty bent on making her the heir, you can tell that the pressures of being king and just the pressures of all around the kingdom are just forcing him to abandon that choice that was made at the end of episode 1. So that part was really interesting. You really feel for both sides. Also, there's definitely a wedge with the friendship between Alicent and Rhaenyra's, because, here's Rhaenyra. Her entire life, she's been treated with royalty, and now she has this chance to finally be the queen. But here's her best friend, who, no fault of her own, but is now put into the position of being queen, and now she has the ability to give orders and to sort of usurp the princess status. And so that was really intriguing, and you can tell there's going to be a wedge with them going down in further episodes and seasons. But let's get to the main part. Like I said, this episode is called The Second Sons, and so it's really about how like the aftermaths of the family are kind of sort of left behind and isolated, and you see that definitely with Daemontargaryen when it comes to the crab feeder section. Holy shit, wow. that part was pretty bloody. And because it's a big battle scene, and you got, of course, Velaryon, and they're like, oh my god, that guy's huge. That dude is jacked. House Velaryon's jacked. Yeah, there's a lot of crabs. There's this solemn desperation of Daemon wanting to appease not so much the House Velaryon or like the kingdoms, but he wants to prove that he can do things that his brother can't. And you feel that with him as he goes like Assassin's Creed towards the pirates. And this episode was really good. It was very slow, but that's all by design. All the characters are doing things because we're also learning the characters as we watch this episode. And because of its slow manner, you're able to sit with these characters for a minute, and you're learning with them on how they're feeling and like why they're and like where they're coming from. Whereas, in Lord of the Rings, you're being told what's happening rather than like experiencing what these characters are going through. And so I think that's why, currently House of the Dragon has an upper hand when it comes to shows, in fantasy shows. But I really like this episode. It closed off the crab feeder section pretty well. And so that will be it for this one. But great episode. And I'll see you guys next time. Giggity goo.